and welcome to Clark's Corner. I have not put a video out in such a long time, and I know I'm supposed to have a trailer tour video put up for you guys, so I'm going to work on that, doing that tomorrow. But today I'm actually going to go and teach you guys one of my favorite ultimate recipes of all time. We are going to be making homemade mac and cheese. This is so basic, so easy. You know, it can get done within an hour, and you could have, you know, one box of macaroni and cheese. Like, it can feed at least about 6 people, or even 4 people comfortably. So today I'm going to show you guys how to make my simple homemade mac and cheese, and it's going to be simple, easy, gets done within an hour, and everything is perfect. I'm sorry that the lighting quality is a little crappy right now. I currently have you guys in a cupboard. I will show you guys where you're to. Oh snap. I'm gonna fix you guys up. This is where you guys are to. You guys are in my cupboard. And because we just moved here like recently, so I cannot find my tripod anywhere. So I'm gonna show you guys what you guys need to make homemade mac and cheese. First, you need your macaroni. A box this size will do for 4 to 6 people when you're making your homemade mac and cheese. This stuff is awesome. So I'm going to put a whole box into a pot, which is another thing you also need. You need like a deep pot, like, you know, nice clean pot and whatnot. So, and you don't put it in like this, you're going to empty that and put it in. And I'm just going to do it that way for, yeah, do it that way for now. You're going to need a colander or a strainer of some sort. The colander is a thing that has holes in it to allow the water to go through to, you know, so you can strain it easily. I bought mine at Dollarama. It came in a set of 3. You also need a knife, another little bucket, because I'm going to put all the cheese that I have like cut up into this. You also need like a little pan type of thing, like this is what you're going to cook your homemade mac and cheese in. You're also going to need cheese, but I'll show you that in a minute. You're going to need a cutting board and a knife. You can also use a grater. A lot of people like to use graters, but me, for my macaroni and cheese, I actually like to have it, what do you call it, cut in squares or in cubes, because I find I like a little cube of cheese, you know, throughout the day, or throughout the macaroni and cheese. You need to use marble cheese, or any kind of cheese would do. I do not have marble, but I'm going to kind of mock it up a little bit with marble, so I'm going to have like orange, or yeah, medium natural cheese. I think this is cheddar, I don't know, but it's medium cheese. I have a block. You're only going to use probably a little bit, like 3/4 of that, and then I have like 3/4 or half a block of the pizza mozzarella cheese, which is also good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay you guys a little lower, and I'm going to actually start cutting up the cheese. So I'm going to lay you guys a little lower so you guys can see. So sorry that everything is all like shaky. I'm going to just flick it over there. So I'm going to, first I'm going to preheat the oven to 350 degrees. I'm sorry you guys are a little shaky, but you guys are in a cup right now. So this oven, first you should check what's in your oven. So this oven's a whole lot different than the last oven. You gotta go like this for bottom, and like this, and preheat your oven to 350. That'll be good for when you're actually done, like your cooking of your mac, and then your cutting of your cheese. So let's leave that like that. Sorry you guys are going to be shaking around here today, but I just want to make sure you guys are perfectly set there. So, like I said, I'm going to cut this in cubes today because I like cube cheese. It's a lot better. So, I'm going to use all of this. Ow. Be very careful when you're doing this. So, I'll probably music montage this part. So then when you have it like this, like in like little stalks or sticks as they would say, you're going to cut it in squares. So I'm going to show you with one and then I'll just speed it up. You're going to cut it in squares like this, and then I like to have like a little bowl next to me to put the cheese in. So when we come back, I'm going to have this part done. See you in or I'll check with you in a minute. So we just cut the cheese. I know, it's very funny, and the irony is when you cut the cheese, something else happens. But I just cut a whole block of cheese and the rest of that mozzarella, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like shake it around to show you how much cheese that I'm gonna put on my homemade mac and cheese today. So that is pretty good. And sorry, I'm a clean as I go type of person. So what you're gonna need to do now is keep this over here, like so, and keep your colander in your sink because that's quite frankly where that's gonna go. So what you're gonna do now, you're gonna boil the macaroni and for a good maybe, how many minutes? It says 11 minutes, stirring occasionally. For more tender pasta, boil additional minute. So I'm going to boil this for like 15 to 20 minutes because I like my macaroni to be plump, and I also like it to be, you know, like perfectly fine and juicy, and I just like it big. So you're going to fill up this probably right to here or to here, and quite frankly, I have a tip for you guys. Use hot water when you are boiling your like anything, because it takes a lot longer for cold water to heat up to the temperature where it's supposed to go. So I would go and I would use hot water, and that would be great. Also, I use like a little dash of salt, like I will use the rest of this, because that will just give the pasta its little flavor. So, I'm gonna just use the rest of this salt. I know I'm putting an empty salt container back in my cupboard because that's where you guys are. So I'm gonna go now, and I'm gonna fill this up. You're gonna watch me. And this is where the colander is, and that's where my dirty dishes is. So run the water at least for a few minutes, because, well, you want to stop the colander that way too. And then wait till it gets a little warmer, and then, so it can, it'll be easier for boiling. That's fine. So, you want to go and put the hot water in first. I find it's better, and then put your macaroni in. So I'm going to put this in first, and then put my macaroni in. Did you see the water? Sorry, you guys are like, away the heck over there. sorry. I need to find my my tripod for my next video. I have you guys in a mug right now. So you want to go and put your macaroni in now, because I want to see how much it actually will take up in the water. Because you know, like when you put like something down in water, the water rises. So that's what's gonna happen here. Okay, so we can put in another additional, maybe a couple more liters of water. Put it up to like where the little things are right there. I find it works good that way. So when it gets to there, like, I'll show you now. I'll take you guys out of the cup. Oh. First videos in the new house are always the crappiest ones because you can't find your tripods, and you can't find anything. So therefore, the next video that I do is going to be a hell of a lot better than this one. So I'm just going to lift this up. I'll show you now where the level goes. See like how like there's two little notches there and two little notches that side. That's where I like to put the water. And then, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put that at max, because that way then it's gonna boil. So I'll be back when this is boiled and I'll show you the next step. So the macaroni is just about ready to be put in the little pan thing that I have here. And so I've already, you know, strained it and, you know, emptied it out and whatnot. So therefore it's ready now to get transferred into there. So I'm gonna do like a little montage of me putting all this in, and you'll see it now in a minute. Okay, so what I like to do with this pan actually is to apply a little bit of butter, because that way it does not stick. Because you know, cheese, after a while, it actually sticks to the edges of the pan. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of butter in here now. You only need like a little bit, just enough to lick it over, as they would say. Like so. And then you can just take that and just put it in your macaroni box, because I've been saving that macaroni box for like the garbage and stuff like that. So what you're gonna do like a layer of macaroni, a layer of cheese, a layer of macaroni, a layer of cheese. Now, we have lots of macaroni, we have lots of cheese, so we're gonna do like a thin layer of macaroni. Like so. It's probably like this. The oven is still on, it's preheated. And then we're gonna do a layer of this macaroni, or not macaroni, of this cheese that I have. Remember, I cubed it, right? So you can also grate it, but I decided that cubes are fine. And if you don't want to touch it with your hand, I'd advise you to get a little spatula like that. You don't like to touch cheese with your hand, because I kind of want to mix in the white and the cheddar. That way it doesn't have to be like, you know, all white on one side, all cheddar on the other. Well, you can do that too, but you know, some people don't like it that way. Now you're going to do another layer of macaroni, a layer of cheese, and maybe another layer of macaroni. Should have put on 2 boxes for this big thing, because I think this is the only kind of bit of macaroni that are actually going to fit. See? All empty. You almost need 2 boxes for this thing. So what you're going to do, I'm going to move this out of the way. I'm going to put that in the sink and make enough noise to do anything. And then you're going to just take it by your hand. You don't want to overdo it on the cheese, because actually the cheese will make it oily. So you're just going to put it in spots like that. probably just might as well just use your hands because it's a lot easier than just scooping it up. So yeah, that's how you make homemade mac and cheese. You're gonna wanna put it in the oven, bake it, maybe 20-25 minutes tops, until the cheese on top melts and gets a little tad bit hard. You can also use crackers and whatnot. I just spilled a piece of cheese on the floor. Oh, and I cleaned up the floors today. Okay, I'm gonna show you what it looks like now on top. You don't want to overdo it with the cheese, like I said. You just want to fill in spaces. So, try to do this. My hand's full of like cheese. So this is what it looks like on top. What you're gonna do, you're gonna put it in the oven, middle rack, like not the first one but the second one. You're gonna do it that way for like a little bit, for about 20-25 minutes until the top gets like melted and whatnot. But I will show you what that looks like. So I'm gonna put this in the oven, and when it's done cooking, I'm gonna show you what it is. Okay. So about 25 to 30 minutes later, it is all done. Look how good it is. So delicious. So what you do is you just serve it, put it on a plate and whatnot, and you can put spices on it or whatever. But yeah, this is how you make homemade mac and cheese. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please make sure you subscribe, give this video a like, or a thumbs up rather, and I will see you guys in my next video. I promise that I'll have the trailer tour up at least by Saturday, because Thursday, Friday is probably going to be busy days for me. So at least by Saturday you guys should have it up. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!